Harby, Saturday 25th of February 17. This is the scene at 9:15, just before the start of the Beaver Challenge. This is the finish point this year. We're finishing in the village hall, like last year which finished at the start point where videos were being taken of all the completers. So the announcement asking us to make way to the start point. There seems to be a long queue for the toilets. There are 11 sets of toilets on hire from a company called Pee-wee Toilet Hire. The announcement just said this is the 27th Beaver Challenge, and all the entrants, 52% are female, 48% male. A single portion has voted for leaving the European Union. So I'll make my way to the lineup for the start. The runners usually at the front. There's two events. One is about 15 miles and then 26 miles. Proclaimers being played, they usually play this one. There seems to be many more people here with the blue numbers on. I assume there is only 15 miles. Very many with that one, and much less numbers for the 26 miles, which is now less than 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. For this event 4 years ago was 7 hours. Last year it was 8 hours, but this year the route looks slightly easier, and towards the finish the gateway, which is always flooded and you get it covering your shoes and boots, is not part of the route this year. Slowly at first, all the runners running away. Keep this going till we get to the start point. Our first hold up. Going through the gates here, not a stile where you usually get long queues. So I've been going 10 minutes, and the hold up was because we are encountering a fair selection of mud. So we've been going about half an hour now, and there's a right turn. It's probably done about 3.5, no, 9.5, 2 miles at this stage. 9:50. And we're approaching the drink station. I'll be glad when the routes separate. Apparently it's in about another 5 miles. We've done about just under 4 at the moment. But those who are doing the shorter distance are moaning and grumbling and shouting about the bad weather. Oh dear. Get rid of all those and concentrate on the 26-mile route. Past 2. Not least immediately in front, but I don't know whether they're doing the 26 mile or 15 mile, because they haven't got the numbers on the back. They should have them on front anyway. We're approaching the road here, corner, all the health and safety that. Very well marshalled. I think they said there were 1,200 people. And so onto the road, with lots of marshals cordoning off the edge here, traffic being delayed slightly. And so off the road onto the fields. Lots of streamers we can see down the side of the hedge, indicating the route. I wonder when the routes separate. Can't be long now. It's just 10:15, so we'll be going an hour and a quarter. It's probably about 4.5 miles, 4 miles. We're approaching a broken off large section of branch off a tree, probably caused by the winds of a few days ago. Seems to be falling down. So we're told to go round. Let's follow the official route, shall we? Going round here. So round the tree, putting another few yards on, and there is the tree. Well broken off. So it was through a gate and into this wooded area. Another muddy path though. So we're slowly approaching the hill that was a diversion route in case it was too slippery. We'll see how it is this morning, but at the moment everybody's going up it. No. That's best avoided, I think. And we come in, oh, some fans here. All the best then.
Jacob's ladder.
Keep going then, bye-bye. This is extremely hard. Oh, not just the steepness, the wind and the slippery conditions. This is the view from the top of the hill over the countryside. 10:55 and we're approaching the first proper checkpoint, the other one being the water stop. So a little bit of a muddy track here, and we're up to the checkpoint. So, checkpoint 1, 10:55. Right, well the routes are separated, we might get a bit of peace now. You're on the 26-mile route separating just after checkpoint 1. And it's 11 o'clock. And if there's any doubt about that previous notice, we've got another one here. You're on the 26-mile route. We're getting into the Belvoir Estate at this point. There's a sharp left turn, downhill, taking all the height that we climbed up on the muddy track. So it's down this hill. A beautiful curved path down, coming towards the main entrances to Belvoir Castle. 11:25, and we're on the track approaching the road, the main junction, Belvoir Castle. So there's Belvoir Castle, hidden away behind the trees. We're going to this junction. Down that way, I'll recall in the late 40s, early 50s, I think one day we came in the Morris 8 DHP 331 or the MG Series Y LU 412 and had a picnic down that road. I seem to recall some buttercups, or was it cowslips? It might have been cowslips. So we're now on this path here inside the grounds of Belvoir Castle, I believe, and we're getting one of the best views we shall have of Belvoir Castle in the distance there behind the trees. There we are. So we're approaching the next checkpoint at Woolsthorpe. It's just about 12:30 now, so we've been going 3.5 hours. So the next checkpoint at 12:30. Yes, there we are. Yes, they've been messing around a bit though, they're not doing it efficiently. Oh. They don't walk in straight lines.
Ow.
Oh crikey. 12:30, approaching the checkpoint. So Woolsthorpe is 12.4 miles, nearly halfway. And this is the climb out of Woolsthorpe. So after the stop and the piece of cake at Woolsthorpe, I slowed down a bit. Getting up that hill was awkward, even though it wasn't muddy. Anyway, we have caution main road ahead, and then we're diving left across the field. So it turned out to be straight across at the road, and down this path straight ahead. So we come to a very easy section, providing it's not too muddy, along what was once a railway track. You probably can't hear the commentary with the wind, but this is the field. The event always has this field in it, up or down. At the end of the field there is this little woodland area. 2:45. I don't know what village we're just approaching. It's been a long time since the checkpoint, but we've got a lot of spring flowers here. All the snowdrops out down the side here as we approach the village. Well, I know the checkpoint very well, but I don't know the name of the village. Whichever way around the Beaver Challenge goes, it usually calls in at this village hall. The school is Croxton Kerry, so I suppose this village is Croxton. This is the checkpoint. At the moment we're walking down a stream. We've joined a footpath and we're walking down this stream. Probably about 6 miles to go. Hello. Where are we? Where's this?
Where are we?
Yeah.
This is the way in Branston.
Branston, right, thank you. Whichever way around the walk goes, it always seems to come to these steps. Very steep steps. We'll do another video at the bottom. They're the steps, 22 of them. And we turn left and we go down there. So at 3:50, it's the village of Eton, which I think is where the final checkpoint is, 5 miles from the finish. So I think I might finish about 5:30. Church Lane, Eton, trudging up the Church Lane. We still haven't got to the checkpoint, the pavement several feet above the road. So that was the checkpoint at Eton. They say it's 4.8 miles to go, or is it 5 miles? Somewhere around 5, I think. This unopenable gate was a bit of a challenge. Luckily there was a handy fence at the side, so I managed to heave my way over that with great difficulty. But at this stage of the walk, about 22 miles, you don't want things like that. Not many yards away, there's another one, another fallen tree, which we've got to go round. So we're descending on this long track, which seems to feature in most of the Beaver Challenge events. Still quite a way to go. What is it, about 3 miles or so, would you say? Another feature of the Beaver Challenge walks is this section. Nice easy wall section. About 2 miles from the finish, I think. Oh, and it's now 5 o'clock, so that's 8 hours already. This is usually the flooded part, like a big sump, but it seems to have been filled in to some extent, thankfully. It's now 5:22 and there's about 1.5 miles to go. This last run in always seems endless. 5:47, we're arriving at the outskirts of Harby at last. This is the standard finish along the road here. So we come around the final bend onto the main street in Harby. Any second approaching the school, the Beaver Challenge raises the funds for the school. Here it is, the school coming up straight ahead. So there is the school. And we're going down the main street to the village hall where we started. It's now 5:06. So I'm going to beat 9 hours. That's not very good when I was hoping to beat last year's time of 8 hours. But at least they're telling us that the conditions are very bad. been very windy, incredibly muddy, and some rain. So it says finish on the right. I think we have to go into the village hall to finish. We seem to have a large display of flags. What's all the flags for then? Thank you very much. Thanks. So in there to clock off, is it? Yeah. Thank you. Where does it clock off then? Oh, somewhere there. Where's it clock off then? Oh, thank you. Is that it? Are we done?